Good morning, children. Good morning, class 5. How are you, beta? I hope you all are fit and fine, staying at home and continuing your online classes. And I hope you are enjoying the classes too. Today, I will discuss with you about the flower and parts of a flower. First of all, our discussion point is flower. Flowers are more than pretty things. That means flowers are not only pretty things. Flowers are very pretty to look. They are giving also smells. So all the human being in this world love flowers. Isn't it? They are responsible for the reproduction of plants and are absolutely essential. That means flowers are the absolutely essential part of a plant. Flowers are attractive and appear in different colors and shapes to attract pollinators who help in pollen transfer. So, what is the gist coming out of that? Flowers are appears to different colors and shapes as well as different fragrance. See children, this is the parts of a flower. Stigma, style, ovary, pedicel, sepal, petal, ovule, stamen. Stamen is jointly said two parts are there, anther and filament, and pollen tube. One more main part is here, the pollen tube. Most flowers have four main parts. Means a flower is having four main parts, that is sepals, petals, stamens and carpels. The stamens are the male part, whereas the carpels are the female part of a flower. Again I am repeating, the stamens are the male part of a flower, whereas the carpels are the female part of the flower. Most flowers are hermaphrodite, where they contain both male and female part. Hermaphrodite means a flower itself containing the male and female parts. Others may contain one of the two parts and maybe male part, maybe the female parts. Now I will describe you about the four main parts of the flower. First of all, sepals. These are the small leaf-like parts growing at the base of the petals. They form the outermost part of the flower. Collectively, sepals are known as the calyx. The main function of the calyx and its sepals is to protect the flower before it blossoms. That means sepals are the protective part before the blooming of the flower. That means at the bud stage. Petals. This layer lies just above the sepal layer. They are often bright in color as their main function is to attract pollinators such as insects, butterflies, etc. to the flower. The petals are collectively known as the corolla. Okay, children? That means petals' main function is to attract pollinators such as insects, butterflies, etc. to the flower. And what is the scientific name? Its scientific name is corolla. Now I will come to the point stamens. These are the male parts of a flower. Many stamens are collectively known as the carpel. Sorry children, there is some interruption. Stamens are the male parts of a flower. Okay? So, this part is mainly required for the reproduction. Carpels are the female reproductive organ that encloses the ovules in the flowering plants or angiosperms. So, in gist I can say stamens are the male part of the flower. They are responsible for the reproduction, and carpels are the female reproductive organs of a flower. Okay children, now today I will cover the last portion, that is pollination. Flowers actually help plants to reproduce. Flowering plants have seeds carry the genetic information of the plants and develop into a new plant. Pollination is a method where pollen grains are picked from an anther, which is the male part of a flower, and transferred to the flower's female part called the stigma. So, in gist I can say pollination is the method of pollen grains are picked from anther, which is the male part of a flower, and transferred is to the female part, that is stigma. So, nothing but transfer of the pollens from the male part of the flower to the female part. See, from the male part it is transferring to the female part in this picture. It is very much clear to you. Okay, children.